Ever wondered how sports betting works? Well, it's a fascinating world where sports enthusiasts can turn their knowledge and predictions into potential profit. In essence, sports betting is the act of placing a wager on the outcome of a sports event. But it's not just about picking winners and losers. It involves understanding odds, managing your bankroll, and employing effective betting strategies. It's a blend of knowledge, strategy, and a dash of luck, all wrapped up in the thrilling world of sports. In this video, we'll unravel the basics of sports betting. We'll delve into the mechanics of odds, explain the importance of bankroll management, and introduce you to some beginner betting strategies. We'll also explore the betting market and take a peek at what the future holds for sports betting. So, whether you're a sports fanatic looking to spice up your viewing experience, or you're intrigued by the potential for financial gain, there's something here for you. Ready to dive into the world of sports betting? Buckle up and let's get started. First off, let's talk about odds. What are these elusive odds we often hear about? Well, odds are simply the probabilities that an event will occur. They tell you how likely it is that a certain outcome will happen. Imagine you're flipping a coin. The probability that it will land on heads is 50-50, right? So, the odds are even. But when it comes to sports betting, the odds can be much more complex. There are three main types of odds that you'll encounter: fractional, decimal, and American odds. Let's break them down, shall we? Fractional odds, as the name suggests, are represented as fractions. For example, if the odds for a horse race are 5-1, this means for every 1 unit you stake, you stand to win 5 if your bet is successful. Next, we have decimal odds. These are widely used, especially in Europe. They represent the total amount you'll get back if your bet wins, including your stake. For example, if the odds are 1.5 and you bet 1 unit, you'll get back 1.5 units if you win, making a profit of half a unit. Finally, there are American odds, often used in the United States. These are a bit different. They're either positive or negative numbers. Positive numbers tell you how much you'll win on a 100-unit stake, and negative numbers tell you how much you need to stake to win 100 units. Knowing how to interpret these odds is vital. It allows you to determine the potential return on your bets and helps you decide whether a bet is worth taking. Remember, the higher the odds, the less likely the event is to occur, but the greater the potential payout if it does. Now that you understand odds, it's time to discuss bankroll management. Bankroll management is a crucial part of successful sports betting. It's the backbone of any sensible betting strategy, the lifeblood of your betting endeavors. So, what exactly is bankroll management? In the simplest terms, it's about determining how much money you're willing to put at risk and setting limits to avoid digging yourself into a financial hole. Why is it so important, you ask? Well, even the most successful bettors occasionally go through losing streaks. Bankroll management helps to mitigate the damage from these unavoidable downturns, ensuring you have enough capital to bounce back when your luck returns. Now let's get down to the brass tacks of managing your bankroll effectively. First off, establish your betting bankroll. This should be money you can afford to lose, separate from your day-to-day expenses. Never bet with money you need for rent, groceries, or other essential bills. Next, decide on a unit size. This is a set amount that you'll wager on each bet, usually a percentage of your total bankroll. A common approach is to risk 1 to 5% of your bankroll on any given wager. This way, even a string of losses won't wipe out your entire bankroll. Then, adjust your bets based on your confidence level. If you're extremely confident about a bet, you might decide to risk a larger portion of your bankroll. Conversely, if you're less certain, you might choose to wager a smaller amount. Remember, the key is consistency. Stick to your predetermined unit size and avoid the temptation to chase losses with bigger bets. This is a common pitfall that can lead to rapid losses. Lastly, regularly review and adjust your bankroll strategy. Your financial situation and betting skills will evolve over time, so your bankroll management should adapt accordingly. With a solid bankroll management strategy, you're well on your way to becoming a responsible bettor. Next, let's talk about betting strategies. As a beginner, it's vital to have a betting strategy. This isn't just a wise suggestion, it's a crucial component for your road to success. It's akin to setting sail without a compass. You're likely to get lost. But fear not, we're here to provide you with the navigational tools you need to chart your course in the world of sports betting. Let's start with flat betting. This is a straightforward strategy that requires you to bet the same amount on every game. It's a great way to manage your bankroll, especially when you're just starting out. By betting a consistent amount, you're essentially limiting your losses while learning the ropes. It's a safe and balanced approach that gives you the space to understand the market without the risk of losing large sums of money. Next up is betting on the underdog. This strategy is a little more daring, but can pay off handsomely. The underdog, or the team less likely to win, often has higher odds. This means that if they do win, your payout will be considerably higher. However, this strategy requires a good understanding of the sport and the teams involved. It's crucial to do your research and analyze the potential risks before deciding to back the underdog. Last but not least, focusing on one sport. As the saying goes, jack of all trades, master of none. This applies to sports betting as well. By choosing to focus on one sport, you're able to dig deep and really get to know the teams, players, and trends. This knowledge will ultimately give you an edge when placing your bets. Whether it's football, basketball, horse racing, or any other sport, becoming an expert in one area can significantly increase your chances of making successful bets. By employing these strategies, you'll increase your chances of making successful bets. But remember, betting isn't just about strategies. It's also about understanding the market. You need to keep an eye on the trends, study the odds, and educate yourself about the sport you're betting on. It's a continuous learning process that requires dedication and patience. So, buckle up and enjoy the ride. The sports betting market is vast and constantly changing. It's an intricate ecosystem where a myriad of factors come together to shape the odds and outcomes. And just like any market, it thrives on information, analysis, and speculation. There are various types of sports betting markets available, each with their own unique dynamics. You have your traditional fixed odds betting, where you're betting against the bookmaker. Then there's spread betting, where you're wagering on the margin of victory or loss. And let's not forget about exchange betting, where you're betting against other punters, with a platform facilitating the exchange and taking a commission. The betting markets are not just influenced by the teams or players involved. External factors such as weather conditions, player injuries, and even the sentiment of the betting public can sway the odds. For instance, a sudden change in weather can drastically affect the outcome of a horse race or a football match. Now, while these factors are important, it's crucial to remember that the betting market is not an exact science. It's a speculative market, much like the stock market or even the cryptocurrency market. Remember Dogecoin? The meme-based cryptocurrency that experienced a wild ride, hitting an all-time high before falling dramatically? The rise and fall of Dogecoin was heavily influenced by social media users and online trading by retail investors, just like how the sentiment of the betting public can sway the odds in the betting market. The key to navigating this complex market is information. The more informed you are, the better your chances of making successful bets. This is where services like Super Easy Wins come in, providing daily tips based on meticulous data analysis, focusing on factors such as jockey performance, horse form, owner track record, weather conditions, odds, and course distance. Understanding the betting market will give you a competitive edge. Now, let's talk about the future of sports betting. Sports betting is evolving at a rapid pace. As we step into the future, the landscape of this industry is set to be transformed by several emerging trends that are reshaping how we bet on our favorite sports. Firstly, let's examine the surge in online betting. Traditional in-person betting establishments are giving way to online platforms, which offer convenience and accessibility at the touch of a button. Service providers like Fubo TV are leading the charge, leveraging their existing platforms to provide integrated betting services. With its acquisition of Balto Sports, Fubo TV is set to make a splash in the sports betting arena, offering users the ability to bet from the comfort of their own homes or even on the go. Next, we have the rise of cryptocurrency in the betting world. Cryptocurrencies like the meme-inspired Dogecoin are becoming increasingly popular for online transactions, including sports betting. Their decentralized nature, combined with its potential for rapid value growth, makes them an attractive option for bettors seeking to capitalize on more than just game outcomes. As cryptocurrencies continue to gain acceptance, we can expect to see more betting platforms offering them as a standard payment option. Lastly, let's not ignore the elephant in the room: esports. The popularity of competitive gaming has exploded in recent years, giving rise to a new frontier in sports betting. With esports, we're no longer limited to traditional sports. Now we can place bets on everything from professional video game tournaments to virtual horse races. The possibilities are endless, and it's clear that esports betting is more than just a passing trend. It's here to stay. But what does all this mean for the average bettor? Well, it means more options, more opportunities, and more ways to enjoy the thrill of sports betting. It means a wider range of sports to bet on, diverse payment options, and the convenience of betting from anywhere, anytime. However, as with any rapidly evolving industry, these changes also bring challenges. The integration of cryptocurrencies into betting platforms will require robust security measures to protect against fraud and hacking. The rise of esports betting presents its own set of challenges, including the need for fair play regulations and safeguards against match fixing. Nevertheless, these hurdles are not insurmountable. With the right regulatory frameworks in place, the future of sports betting promises to be an exciting journey, full of innovation and opportunities. The future of sports betting is exciting and full of possibilities. As we wrap up, let's review what we've learned. We've covered a lot today, so let's do a quick recap. We started our journey into the world of sports betting by understanding its core concept. We delved into the intricacies of betting odds, learning how they are set and how to interpret them. They are more than just numbers, they are the heart of sports betting, representing the probability of an event happening. We then explored the importance of bankroll management. Remember, it's not just about placing bets, but also about managing your funds effectively. We highlighted the need for discipline, setting a budget, and sticking to it, as well as understanding the concept of value in betting. Next, we discussed some beginner betting strategies. We underscored the importance of doing your research, understanding the sport, and the factors that could influence the outcome of a game. We talked about the idea of betting on what you know and not getting swayed by the crowd. We then took a closer look at the betting market. We learned how it operates and how factors like public opinion, big money bets, and changes in team lineups can impact the odds. Finally, we gazed into the crystal ball to discuss the future of sports betting. We touched upon the increasing integration of technology, the shift towards mobile betting, and the potential for growth in the industry. With this knowledge, you're well equipped to start your sports betting journey. Remember, bet responsibly and enjoy the process. Until next time, happy betting.